Hey guys, what's going on? It's JT from Lava Bucket Films here, and today we are reviewing Season 1 of The Witcher. Let's get into it. Alright guys, Season 1 of The Witcher starts off with us following our main characters, pretty much Geralt, Yennefer, and Ciri. Geralt is a monster hunter, he's basically superhuman. Yennefer is a quarter elf wizard lady, and Ciri is a child of surprise who belongs to Geralt. These three are linked by destiny, and the whole show pretty much follows their journey. Pretty much the whole show's about them. A big theme of the show is also destiny, so it's a big thing that these guys are all going to come together eventually. So people of destiny always find each other is one thing that's said throughout the show, and yeah, they do. But the first season is basically just us getting a backstory on who our characters are and where they're from. But the show also has a lot of monsters, ghouls, side characters. Overall, it's pretty interesting.
All I know is there's one path up the mountain and it's overrun with monsters.
Some of the side characters include a baby-killing wizard dude.
The girls born around the Black Sun, and I found horrendous internal mutations among them.
A guy who can turn into a dragon. So that's pretty neat. And then there's the Barb, who actually is a good amount of comic relief in the show, and it doesn't fall flat most of the time.
Oh, fuck.
But don't just take it from me, let's see what other people thought about the series. Right now, The Witcher is sitting at a 57% tomato meter and a 93% audience score. So it's clear that the audience likes the show a lot more than the actual critics.
It's all it needs to be.
The critics' consensus: the world of The Witcher still only feels half-formed as it gallops onto screens, but Henry Cavill brings brawny charisma to a series teeming with subversive fantasy elements and dark humor. And yeah, I'd have to agree with that. I mainly watched this show because Henry Cavill was in it, and I'm a big superhero fan, as you guys can probably tell from around me. But yeah, this show is very much an intro into the show, if that makes any sense. It's just the beginning. The show's just starting. The whole show, the whole series, all 8 episodes are pretty much setting up the show to come.
Yeah.
IGN's verdict about The Witcher Season 1 says that it is unconventionally messy. It's failed by its convoluted structure, which ultimately restricts character growth and prevents the show from having any true sense of depth. Big picture, but thankfully there are plenty of things to enjoy in its individual components. Henry Cavill has found his perfect match in Geralt of Rivia, and his appreciation for the role helps to elevate all of the Wolf's storylines above their imperfections. Now, more or less I'd have to agree with this. The story isn't perfect, obviously.
Bollocks.
And I think Season 2, we're going to get a lot more bang for our buck. I think Henry Cavill was great as Geralt. He already loves the material. He's made it very clear that he wanted this position from the beginning. He called Netflix and basically reserved his seat as the main character.
Go home.
I think he does a great job, but that must kill his throat. It sounds like terrible to do.
And for what? So you can have a baby?
Game of Thrones was way too much dialogue in my opinion, not enough dragons, you know? It took a while for us to get there. And then even when we did, I wasn't, you know, I see that shit all the time. But this show had a really, you know, it kept my interest. It wasn't dull for too long. It kept moving. To finish this all up, what I actually thought about the series, the CG looked great. It was confusing at times with names and places. It was very easy to be like, where's that? They just kind of name drop a lot.
The Kikimora kills because it's hungry. Renfri kills for pleasure. She is a monster. She is the last of Lilith's women.
Also, the time jumping was made for the show to be very confusing. They don't tell you they're jumping around in time at all, and then they do.
This is madness! What are we doing here? What's happening?
But by the end, it all comes together, and if you rewatch it, you really understand it. But yeah, it was a fun ride, and I really think it's worth rewatching. So let me know what you guys think in the comments, if you liked The Witcher, if you didn't, and be sure to subscribe if you enjoyed this video. See you guys later.